This is the EVP Podcast.
What is up, everybody? This is Beaker.
And this is Ghosty.
We wanted to bring you a special bonus episode of the EVP Podcast. This is only going to be about 5-10 minutes long. It's not going to be very long. You'll probably see that from the runtime when you open up this audio
you'll see.
or video.
It's a short episode.
You'll know.
And then you'll also see that it's a Ghostbusters review.
Yeah. You'll see that too.
Yeah, because it'll be in the headline.
Yes, exactly. So we just got done seeing Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Yes, we sure did. Right after we just finished recording an episode.
Yeah, we recorded an episode, and then we saw Ghostbusters, and then we were like, you know what? Let's do
We're
a
here in
bonus
the studio,
episode.
might as well.
Let's get it done.
Yeah.
We're gonna do our best to not give spoilers because this movie has only been out for a week,
Yeah, so
and we want people to go see it
yeah, so don't be slacking, hurry
and
and go
not
see
be
it.
mad at us for
Spoiling. Spoilering.
All right, so let's just jump right into it.
Semi-spoiler alert.
Nah, sure. Semi-spoiler alerts. This movie gave me a semi, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, towards the end.
I was singing the Ghostbusters theme song in the theater.
Well, what'd you think about how... well, first, let's talk about the first...
We'll talk about the opening scene.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, or the way the last one ended.
Well, how the last one end?
Did it lead into this at all?
Not really.
Okay.
So it sort of did. In the after credit scenes, spoilers for a movie that came out 2 years ago. In the after credit scenes, it shows Winston purchasing the firehouse in New York. Because the last movie took place in Oklahoma, right?
Kansas City or something. Oklahoma.
Not
maybe.
in New York. They kept
Maybe.
saying Oklahoma in this movie, so I'm going to go with Oklahoma.
Okay, yeah. I know it was a K somewhere. So
Yeah, in the middle.
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
It was okay. So,
That's-
okay, Oklahoma sounds good. Farm town. That makes sense.
For those of you watching on Spotify and YouTube, I just did
That's
the
the
okay
okay.
symbol, not anything racist.
Not a proud boy.
No. I grew up, that meant okay. So they're back in New York, obviously.
Yeah, so they're living in the firehouse now.
Yes, in the firehouse. And by they, we mean
The Spanglers.
Spanglers and Paul Rudd.
Yeah, Paul Rudd. Old vampire Paul Rudd.
Yeah, Paul Rudd. Do you notice Ernie Hudson also looks like he hasn't aged since the 80s?
Yes and no.
Just a little, you can see it.
He looks good for his age, but when you compare him side by side, you can see he's aged.
Well, same with Paul Rudd, but they both look like they're immortal.
Yeah.
They're like
True that, though. True that.
They're like the next. You remember that meme of Sean Connery? It's like once you've reached max level, you stop leveling.
Yeah.
Because they showed Sean Connery to side-by-side pictures like 20 years apart, and he looked almost exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
These two, Ernie Hudson and Paul Rudd, are like the new Sean Connery.
Same goes for me. I'm in the club.
They don't age.
I'm in that club, I think. We'll see in about 10 more years.
So yeah, they're back in New York, and good old Mayor Peck is in office now.
Yeah.
If you don't remember his name, I don't remember his first name, but it was the EPA agent in the very first Ghostbusters. His last name was Peck.
Yeah, now he's the mayor.
Now he's the mayor, and he's so excited because he wants to bury the Ghostbusters still. He's holding this vendetta for 40 years.
Yeah. I can't believe it's been that long.
Yeah.
Damn.
1984.
Yeah, it is crazy, though.
It's been 40 years.
Sounds like the 80s was just like 20 years ago, though.
Well, it seems like it's recent because all the resurgence of 80s stuff popping up with Stranger Things and Ghostbusters coming back and slap bracelets and jelly braids and all that shit. The 80s
All that
coming
jazz.
back.
All that jazz.
All the stuff that we said growing up, like dude and bruh. Apparently the kids are all saying it now, and they think they invented it. So guess what, younger listeners, if we have any, we did it first. But overall, like, it's the same kind of concept with the Ghostbusters. There's a ghost on the loose, and they got to stop it from destroying the world.
Because it's very nostalgic the way they're doing it. They got the old hearse. They're driving the old hearse like they were in the other one, and they're doing Ghostbuster shit. It's pretty badass.
Yes.
Just in New York. They're doing Ghostbuster shit in New York. The city streets. Opening scenes are pretty dope.
I think so. There was one thing that I thought was a little odd that they did.
What?
Well, they want to catch the ghost. They're driving down the streets of New York,
Mm-hmm.
and they got the little side door that opens up. They showed in the last movie.
Yeah.
They got the gunner seat, and they want to trap it. And this is another thing they showed in the last movie. They have the little RC car that's got the trap on it, right? So they're chasing this flying ghost. It's like a dragon, right?
Yeah, it's the Soho Dragon.
Right.
So Soho Subway Dragon.
So they're chasing it with an RV ghost trap. And they're like, oh, wait, it's out of range. Let me pull out the drone trap.
Why didn't they do that in the beginning?
Exactly.
Also, why don't they have one of the Proton packs hooked up to a drone?
Right. So I don't know. Well, I think the proton packs are a little too heavy to be on a drone. But having a drone trap, like, why not just start with that? And keep in mind, this is within the first 5-10 minutes. So
well, because they got to show us all their toys. They can't just start the movie without showing us all their toys.
Well, they showed more toys as they go on.
Yeah, it is cool.
Like I said, basic premise of any Ghostbusters movie, there's a big baddie ghost that's wanting to destroy the world, and they've got to stop them.
Yeah, there is a big baddie ghost, and he's pretty badass. And the character they're bringing into this, the Fire Master.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Yeah, he's always funny in all the movies, and I wasn't sure how he was going to take this role. Like, I didn't see anything about him in any of the credit or any of the trailers or anything. I didn't even know he was going to be in the movie.
No, I didn't know either.
So this was a big surprise for me, and I know he's funny, and it did not disappoint. Because I was wondering how he's going to take the role, whether or not if he's going to be a villain character or is he going to be on the side of the good guys, and is he going to be funny, or is it going to be like whoever wrote the humor sucked? But it nailed it.
I think so too.
I think he nailed it.
I think he did. Honestly, I think he was one of my favorite characters in this movie.
Yeah, and when they first showed him, I was like up in the air because I do like him as a comedian actor, but I didn't know where they were going to take this character in the beginning, and I loved it.
I mean, this was a loaded cast, right? You had the original 3 Ghostbusters because Harold Ramis unfortunately passed away. Janine was there. You had Patton Oswalt thrown into the mix, and he's very short scene, but I think he killed it too. He was pretty funny too.
Yeah, he did a good job. And then the Stay Puft Marshmallow mini guys.
Yeah, they brought those over from the last movie.
It's kind of one of those things where you got to have those things now for kids to. It's like Minions. They're like the Minions,
right? But in every single scene of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man minis, there's always one being set on fire or setting itself on fire.
Or self-destruction. Right. They're always just and they're laughing about it. Self-mutilation, that's what it is.
Yes.
I love the little marshmallow guys.
The Stay Puft Marshmallows are awesome. So I don't want to get too much more into it. We're just because I don't want to give too much away because, like I said, this is a brand new movie. It only came out a week ago.
Right, and then it's funny because they were in Oklahoma. A lot of the characters from Oklahoma.
There was a couple that came with them.
Yep, they are in New York as well, and you'll see how they get introduced. But it is funny. Everyone, and then even the little girl actress, she's a good actress.
Yeah, she is.
And then I just seen some stuff recently with her. I think her name's McKenna or something. She had pictures of her as a really small child in Ghostbuster get-ups.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was her parents even had her they were Ghostbuster fans, so you can tell she was growing up wearing Ghostbusters gear, Halloween costumes and stuff. So she's been living the life.
And of course, we still have Finn Wolfpack. That's not his name, but
yeah, I know what you mean.
Finn Wolfhard or whatever the hell his name is. The kid from Stranger Things. He's 18 years old now, and he's a man.
And he keeps talking about it.
Yep.
Well, I think he's more like 20 now, but
yeah. In the movie, he's 18. He's 18. He's a man, and he can handle himself.
I like that how they did this though. Dan Aykroyd's clever as shit in this one.
I love Dan Aykroyd.
I like how he's doing a podcast too. He has a podcast or something in this one.
Oh yeah. So, which reminds me, my producers want me to say that you should like and subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, the owner said.
my producer over here is telling me that you should like and subscribe to our podcast.
Oh yeah, you'll see what we mean.
Anyways, so without giving out too much more of the movie, why don't we just jump into what we think and how would we rate it?
How would we rate it?
How would you rate it?
2 Proton packs up. Proton. Protein ponds.
Protein shakes up. I usually go on a scale of 1 to 5 stars. I love this. I don't think it's as good as Afterlife, but I think it's still pretty good. I'd give it 4.
4.5. Samesies.
Yay!
Because there was a part in the beginning where there was a couple slow parts.
Yeah, it was a kind of a slow build up, but it got really good.
And there was some like teen dramatic inner feeling moments that they had to go through.
Some teen angst going on.
During that, sometimes you might fall asleep. No, I didn't fall asleep, but it's still funny.
You won't fall asleep. It's just it's a slow burn.
Who was the girl ghost? Was that Lily Rose Depp?
I have no idea.
They kind of look like Lily Rose Depp. That Johnny Depp's daughter.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I didn't look it up.
Yeah, I didn't look it up either. Nor did I see names in the credits.
Yeah.
But good movie.
Great movie.
Recommend. Go see it. If you haven't yet, run and go get your tickets.
And if you see it and you're disappointed, blame DVO.
Yeah, it's his fault. Tell him on his reaction videos.
Which you can find at evp.pod at Instagram and Facebook. And if you want to get a hold of us, evp.pod@gmail.com.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening to the review. Go check out the movie. Subscribe to us. And we love y'all. Go see Don't Play That.
Peace out, butterflies.
This is the EVP Podcast.